Welcome back to My Way.
What tools do we use on our bike the most? Allen keys, yep. So which sizes?
In this cutting-edge classroom, the kids have swapped their books for bikes and their teachers for mentors.
I guess it's always nice to know that there are people out there who care and have your best interests at heart. And I've always been fortunate with mentors who have been generous with their time to help provide that guidance along my way. And I know in Traction, that's what we've created with our mentors. Hi, I'm Sandy, and this is how we get the wheels turning.
Sandy Murdoch started Traction with the simple goal of having a bike building course as the catalyst to get young people back on track and spark their potential. Now, in its 9th year, the program has helped shape thousands of futures.
Get on the tools. What do you reckon? What do you think, team leader? Bikes are really the core program or project that we work on with the young people at Traction, because not every young person has a bike for a start.
This is going to be my first bike for a while.
But most importantly with the bike, it's a project they can complete across the 9 weeks of the program.
That's perfect, Martin.
Stripped the whole thing down, took it apart, repainted, put it back together.
They get to keep those bikes at the end of the program, and it's a vehicle that can take them places.
Happy I got the chance to be able to get more hands-on with stuff than just being in a classroom, listening with the pencil and stuff.
The traditional learning environment doesn't always bring out the best in young people. Just in southeast Queensland, it's estimated there's 8,000 young people every year who fall through the cracks of the education system.
How could I forget to mention the bicycle is a good invention?
Hell of a good thing, you know? You're not sitting in a class, just scribbling words on the go. No, you get to like twist some bolts and shave some paint off. Quite fond of it, I like it a lot.
I get excited when I know it's on the next day.
If there was something like this when I was a teenager, I probably wouldn't have gotten as much trouble as I did, so it's sort of giving back to younger me.
Use the whole strip.
It catches people who are sliding and might not want to slide all the way down, but if we can be a bit of a net for that, then yeah, it's a really cool program.
And chain. Previously, they might have had a really negative kind of view of schooling, and by doing Traction they're able to see, oh, I can do something that's not necessarily academic. I might not be an A or a B student, but I can still achieve great things, and I've still got a future that I can look forward to.
It's not like a dynamic where you're looking at each other in like a classroom where there's a power dynamic. You're actually working alongside each other on the bike. You're focused on a project, but it's the conversation happening around that activity is where the real power is.
With Traction, I don't know how, but it was able to like make me a better person in a sort of way. Like it made me outgoing, it made me more friendly in that, instead of just being like insecure.
Immersive experience is what I like to call it.
But none of this is possible without generous funds from the public. And one group throwing their hats and helmets in the ring is the Sisters of the Saddle. Now, last year, these women raised over $300,000 for Traction with a 350k ride over 3 days. And this year, they are back at it again.
Yeah, so we're called SOTS, or Sisters of the Saddle, if you're going to spell it out. We're putting together a plan to be riding in Toowoomba. Based on the last couple of years, you're probably looking at anywhere between 100 and 120k a day. And the aim is to raise as much money as we can to try and make a difference.
When you can see that the money goes straight to a cause that is doing such great work, it's an easy sell, I guess.
You know, it really is like a childhood memory that all of us have, riding a bicycle. I think it's really amazing to think about this general childhood memory as being the avenue to change the pathway for our youth.
And change is happening.
We found that attendance rates at school really escalate. Behaviour incidences, that young people get into trouble less at school because they're learning to self-regulate their behaviour at Traction and understanding how important that is to apply themselves back at school. On that turn, if you want to put your left leg down.
Yeah, because I wasn't very good when I first came here, but now, because I keep practising and getting better, I'm more confident when I ride around.
Give it another spin.
just people I never thought I'd be around, and we're having all a fun time together. You know, it's nice being social.
The community around Traction and those that support us, we couldn't do this work without their contributions.
If you want to help these kids build a better future on wheels, then you can find all the information you need at the Traction website or through Sisters of the Saddle.
When we work alongside our young people directly and see what they're getting out of it, the pride in their accomplishment, the hopefulness they take forward about their future, that's what makes it all worthwhile.